Tips for making the most beautiful French macarons. First, bring your egg white to the room temperature, for it will construct a better meringue and beat easier than cold egg white. Second, use a glass or stainless steel bowl for your egg whites, as they will remain clean and do not absorb foreign substances in their composing, not contaminating your egg whites. Bowls that have been changed to absorb any form of oil will ruin the meringue and flatten it into a sad lump of white mush. Third, ensure to sift your dry ingredients. Almond flour, confectioner's sugar, all the way down to the salt. Do not try to force a large clumps through your sieves, as they will only clump your batter and create an inconsistency. If truly passionate about the art of French macarons, be sure to place your ingredients in food processor for quick few successions. Perhaps 5 to 10 plus will do. You do not want to make the ingredients pantry by placing too much. Fourth, when folding your egg whites, adding portion for 3. The first to introduce the light, fluffy meringue to the powdery dries. As it hydrates, include the other portion of egg whites. Use the spatula to wrap around the inner circumference of the bowl. Then lightly pour out over the center of the bowl to make almost a wash of the white foamy egg over the mixture. If you push too hard, it will flatten the meringue and cause the macarons. If you push too light, the mixture will never mix, and you will be folding for hours. Count your folds too. Perhaps only 20 to 50 folds are needed to get the perfect consistency. Running, but not liquid. Thick, but not pasty. Glossy, but not shiny. Shimmering, and not matte. Fifth, intend them to tips 4. Do not overmix or undermix your batter. When the batter is overmixed, it will become thin and unwieldy, spreading profusely over the pan with no hope of forming the beautifully puffy cookie with puffy rim known as feet. When the batter is undermixed and is too thick, this runs a risk it becoming grumpy or lumpy, which will result in an uneven surface that cannot be tapped out, and the lack of feet forming underneath the crust above. 6. Let the macarons stand for at least half an hour before baking. After pipping into a beautiful circle when head from the lifting off to the pipping tips are flattened and disappeared into a round through 2 hardy tapes against the kitchen counter to remove all air bubbles. You will know when they are ready when dessert skin form on the outside. 7th, when baking, be sure to use an unwrapped, clean baked sheet with a thick bottom to ensure a beautiful, even cooking, and to prevent browning on the bottom of the macarons. Also, use a slip pad or parchment paper when constructing cookie, or they will never come off. Never include grease, or they will flatten your meringue. 18th, place another baking sheet in the oven above your macaron sheet, which should be positioned on the middle or lower rack. This will absorb some of the heat and block the heat that comes from the upper portion of your oven, creating a very evenly warm space for your macarons. Do not open the oven door unless absolutely necessary. Be patient and wait as they bloom. Are you ready to make macarons? Why don't you consider this over a cup of coffee?